space for a repeat, I'd like to do that since this is actually pretty fun.
Alright, well, while people figure out what they're doing, Midnight, Grasslamb, choose your characters.
Lady in red.
Blue.
Let's just go with my character. I'm probably gonna set something on fire. Again. No matter how hard I try.
You said there was some... You said there was something with that knife that
There
goes
are
beyond...
many things with that knife. You just have to get it early enough and have certain events activate when you have it.
Hello,
Well,
how are
I'm
you?
going to at least try for that, I think.
Yeah, I'll spoil that. You need 6 in everything but wealth to get it.
Hey, Durp.
Alright, we have Adis and Durp, I guess, will be joining us. So, you two pick the remaining characters. We have Mustache and Pop Collar.
Mustache.
Of course. Who doesn't want the mustache?
Derp's
The
a
king-
baby in a pop collar.
King asked him for the sex advice.
Durp is cool, baby.
Alright, let's get rolling.
Alright.
So, for the record, I have no idea what this is.
It's
Oh dear.
I'm not sure what to really class it, to be honest. Sort of like it's more like a choose-your-own-adventure board game, like you really need people to play with you. This is not something you play on your own, obviously.
It's like a choose-your-own-adventure party game.
Yeah.
It's about the best way I could think about putting it. I want to start off at the hospital.
Clean or tend?
I will, no, tend. I'll tend.
Spend the week diagnosing, tending to the sick. Gain 2 mind, 1 wealth. One day, the blood-lending leech... God damn it. Somehow escapes our container.
Oh no!
Leeches start flooding into the hallway. There are people screaming everywhere as leeches slither towards them.
Well, this
Somebody
is a good
do
start.
something. Do you zap them with magic, or do you use yourself as bait? I have a feeling it's not going to matter, but...
No, she has
Use
pretty...
yourself as bait.
She has even both for either option.
All I have is mind, and it doesn't have an outthink the leeches option.
I did the magic that doesn't work. Do the bait that doesn't work.
Well, that's gonna get me. That's gonna get me killed or something. All right, I'll do the bait that
You
doesn't
can't
work.
die in this game.
Start taunting the leeches to lead them back into their containers. Leeches swarm all over you. You're subject to a vicious series of bites before the leeches get bored and take off. You lose 2 physique. The leeches make their way out of the hospital and end up infesting all of the nearby waterbeds.
Here we go again.
Adis, your turn. Where would you like to go?
Well, the palace.
Ball or administration work?
Ball.
Spend the week attending
Unfancy.
fancy gatherings. Gain 2 charm, 1 finesse. One day you overhear the jester tell a joke to a group of people. Everyone laughs, but you didn't understand the joke at all.
The Ragni option.
Do you ask for an explanation, or you try to figure out the joke on your own?
Ask for an explanation.
Approach the jester, ask him what exactly the joke meant. Jester scolds you at length about the dangers of explaining jokes. Something about puppies and them dying when you dissect them. You don't quite understand, but everyone around you starts laughing. Presumably, the jester had just made another joke at your expense.
You don't even have to mud this one. That's just me.
Lose 1 charm.
I don't know, I feel like a Ragni option would be him giving like a scholarly lecture on the joke and everything that's funny about it.
No. Ragni is the confused one. He's the one who does not get the joke. He's not the one explaining it.
But not from the streams with him I've been in. What psych?
He never gets the joke. That is the joke.
Ever.
Alright,
Alright,
I think it's your turn.
let's go chop some woods in the forest.
Spend the
No,
week
Ragni
cutting
doesn't
down
dissect
trees for the
puppies.
village. Gain 2 physique, 1 wealth. One day you stumble upon a dryad picking flowers in a field. Upon noticing you, she runs up to you excitedly. "Excuse me, miss, would you care to dance?" she asks. Been waiting to dance for so long, but nobody else has been around to dance with. Do you dance, or do you don't?
Let's dance with her.
She giggles and takes you by the hand. She starts humming out a song, and the 2 of you dance together in the middle of the forest. You accidentally step on her toes several times while dancing. After the 3rd time, she stops you. She thanks you for the dance and limps off into the night. You practice dancing a little. You gain 1 finesse.
That was such an easy choice.
Who doesn't want to have a dance party with
Exactly.
Derp.
I'm gonna go pickpocket.
Spend the week performing petty theft. Gain 1 wealth and 2 finesse. One night, man walks up to you. "Excuse me, sir, feeling a little lonely tonight," he asks. "For only a small amount of coin, I can make you feel good all night." Sure, for 2 wealth that you don't have, or no thanks?
Well, I might as well try.
You don't have enough money to pay him. He shrugs and walks off. Nothing there. Alright, midnight, week 2.
Okay, I want to, let me think. Take me to the slums. And I want to fight crime, yes.
You did that on purpose, didn't you?
Spend the week outsmarting and beating up criminals. Gain 1 mind, 1 physique, and 1 finesse. One night you hear cheering coming from an alleyway. Peering in, you see a crowd of men cheering on dogs violently ripping each other apart. One of them spots you and asks, "Oi, would you like to participate in our little betting game? Do you bet in the dogs, or do you try to stop the dog fights?"
I try to stop them.
Try to convince the gamblers that dog fighting is wrong. The words fall on deaf ears. Very quickly, they get quite angry with you. One of them walks up to you and pulls out a knife. You don't feel you've got the strength or speed to match this guy. You run away, hoping he won't follow.
At least it didn't
Mad
hurt.
about their dog fights.
Man, only Ragni and Yawhg have been able to stop them.
The arena!
I've been half killed by leeches. Go away.
Do you bet or do you fight?
Fight!
Spend the week fighting brutes in the arena. Gain 2 physique, 1 finesse. While wandering around the halls between matches, you spot your former lover, Kelly. An awkward exchange happens in which you want to know how they're doing without seeming to care too much. After a few minutes, Gene... Yeah, I'm pretty sure you saw this part, right? Gene, popular fighters, butts in. "Hey, Kelly, we gotta go." Say an awkward goodbye as you walk off. How do you feel? You're happy for Kelly or are you jealous?
Oh, yes. Kelly, I'm jealous.
Fuck you, Kelly. Grumpy for the rest of the week. You lose 1 charm. While you're no fun to be around, you channel your rage into working out. Gain 2 physique.
He just
Grasslamb.
goes home and gets his bullshit bow and comes
Alright. Let's go to the palace and do some administrative work.
Spend the week doing paperwork for the palace. Paid 2 wealth, 1 mind. One day, the king approaches you. "Excuse me, but you look like someone who it can confide in," he says. "I really want a prince to take over the throne, but the queen and I aren't exactly active in the bedroom." He blushes a little. "Do you have any advice on how I could romance the queen, so to speak? Do you try
Why
to
is he
teach him
asking his
ways,
accountant?
or do you admit that you don't know how to help?"
I'm going to teach him my sexual ways.
Spend hours drawing a bunch of diagrams and going through scenarios with the king. By the end of it, he's just as charming as you are. He thanks you and hands you a large sack of coins as a reward. You gain 3 wealth. Later that night, you get the sinking feeling that you may have actually made things worse.
Maybe I should have put pigeons in all those scenarios.
I explained how pigeon breeding works.
I'm gonna go bartend.
Spend the week serving drinks at the tavern. Earn 1 wealth and 2 charm. One day, a bard pulls out the lute and starts playing a tune. Fortunately, his singing is horrible and is ruining the tavern's atmosphere. You decide to do something about it. Do you convince him to leave or challenge him to a lute duel?
I'm gonna challenge him to a duel.
You borrow the bar owner's lute, challenge the bard to a musical duel. Play out a beautifully complex combination of arpeggios. The tavern roars with applause. The bard tries his best to replicate your piece, but ends up dropping his lute, snapping it in half. He bows his head shamefully in defeat and walks out of the tavern. You gain 1 finesse and 1 charm.
He broke his lute. You jerk.
Midway through the competition, Durp turns around and some woman pours a drink down his throat.
Alright, new week. Midnight.
Can I see my stats?
Sure.
Since I'm aiming for something.
Oh boy.
You know what I'm aiming for. Charm. Take me to... what does charm and magic?
I haven't been paying attention to what actually gives things. Hey, Yawhg.
If you want charm, you go in the tavern and drink. If you want magic, you want the alchemy tower.
I think also dancing at the palace would give you charm, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah. Take me into the bar. I'll bartend.
Spend the week serving drinks, earn 1 wealth in tips, and gain 2 charm. One day,
I'm
while
never
in the
gonna do
tavern,
this in time.
You hear a large commotion outside. Do you go outside or do you stay in the bar?
Go outside.
Outside, you see a crowd of angry people carrying torches and pitchforks. Kill the dryad, they chant in a sort of synchronized cacophony.
Oh,
What?
They're all running to the
Whoa.
middle of the town. Working your way through the mob, you find a dryad running away. I was just looking for someone to dance with, she sobs. You shout at the top of your lungs for the crowd to stop what they're doing. Your words fall on deaf ears. You see the dryad get set on fire and prodded with pitchforks. Oh no. And that's it.
There's nothing I can do about that.
This new party is a bunch of
Why
monsters.
is there nothing I can do about that?
Well, that
Well-
sucks.
Is there a check there?
I'm assuming it's probably looking for a charm. I'll have to check, but I'm assuming at the moment it would be a charm check because you're trying to, tell people to stop being fucking idiots.
Grasslamb.
Okay,
This is
okay,
all your
okay.
fault.
That all sucks.
No, it's not my fault.
But
Stepped on
hello,
her toes.
Kelly.
She didn't
Are we
have
forgetting
anything to dance
Kelly?
with.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
really
sorry.
sad. I'm gonna go to the tavern and drink.
You can't. Tavern was just used.
No! I'm gonna go to the forest and wander alone.
Chop wood or hunt?
Wood.
Okay, please, RNG, please, I'm begging you. Give this event that I'm hoping for.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You spend the
boy.
week cutting down trees for the village. You gain 2 physique and earn yourself 1 wealth. Nope. Wrong event. One
God
day you
damn it.
decide to take a bath in the river. When you get out of the water, you notice that you're covered in leeches everywhere. Panicking, you quickly pluck them off. You feel
Leeches
faint.
everywhere.
You lose 1 physique. Damn it, I was hoping for something else. Oh well.
Yeah. Maybe
I'll try it next week since
Alright,
I'm not
Grasslamb.
going to get the knife in time.
Alright, let's go to the hospital and clean that dirty place up.
Spend the week stealing your mind against the horrors of the hospital, making sure as clean as can be. Gain 1 mind, 1 physique, and 1 wealth. One day you hear spooky sounds echoing through the hospital. Soon
Spoopy.
afterwards, a glowing blue ghost floats down from the ceiling. He seems to be wandering the halls aimlessly, howling out
Ghost
horrible
nurse.
noises. Doesn't appear to realize that he's freaking everyone out. Decide to do something about it. Do you talk calmly, or do you vaporize them with magic?
Let's try talking to it. Maybe it wants a friend.
Approach the spirit, try to explain to her the effect she's having on the sick. You're not convincing enough to be able to persuade her to stop her haunting. Eventually, everyone gets used to her and learns to live with the creepy ghost.
Is this useless group?
Alright, Durp.
Well, first I met the dryad, now I met a ghost.
I'm gonna go landscape.
Are you gonna get the
Man.
ghost killed too?
Yeah, the ghost is about to be exercised next week.
Maintaining the plants, 1 finesse, 1 physique, 1 wealth. One day, an old woman approaches you. I have a small pouch of magic beans. Would you be interested in purchasing them? 1 wealth, or no thanks?
Yes, of course.
Spend 1 wealth on the beans. Later, you decide to plant them in a small, rarely visited part of the garden. Week 4, midnight.
Alright, I'll go hunting.
Spend the week hunting various defenseless critters. Gain 2 finesse, sell the pelts for 1 wealth. One day, one day during your forest excursions, you stumble upon a swarm of rats.
Oh, hey,
At
Rock
first you
Bros.
jump backwards in shock, but then you start hearing them conversing with one another. They call you over. "Excuse me, miss," one of them says in a high-pitched voice. "Do you think you might be able to help us out with something? You see, we're trying to elect our new leader, but it seems our votes are completely tied. Trying to decide between Seedpaw the Vengeful and Blightooth the Wise." Seedpaw steps forward. "If you vote for me, the rats will have a powerful leader, one who isn't afraid to take our fight to the enemy." Blightooth steps up. "If you vote for me, good miss, I will lead these rats to an age of enlightenment. Which rat do you choose?"
Blightooth.
Half the rats roar with tiny applause. Bows his head, walks back past the rats. Blightooth climbs up to your shoulder and whispers ancient secrets in your ear. Gain 1 mind and 1 magic. Alright, Adis.
Now can I go drinking?
Yes, you can. Spend the entire week getting wasted, gain 2 charm, 1
Yeah.
physique. One day, while in the tavern, a heated argument erupts between 2 patrons. Soon enough, fists are flying and everybody seems to be joining in on the violence. Do you join the fray or break it up?
Break up the fight.
Panting.
Jump on top of a table and yell a plea to the patrons to stop all the violence. Patrons ignore you completely and continue attacking one another. Go to sleep that night thinking a little less of the human race.
You had so
This
much
really
physique,
is.
you could have kioked their ass.
Yeah, why didn't you punch him?
I was actually surprised. You
I thought
didn't-
break up the fight would have been like holding them back and shit.
No, it's talking.
All right,
Well, that's
Grasslamb.
stupid.
Alright, let's go to the alchemy tower and clean up a bit.
Well, your face is stupid.
Spend the week cleaning up noxious chemicals.
I knew that.
Paid 1 wealth for your labor and gained 1 physique and 1 magic. One day, all the alchemists decide to take a break from work. Cantrip party.
Yay!
Confetti. Number of dubs. Do you do a simple trick or a complex trick?
Let's do a complex trick. What's the worst that could happen?
Snap your fingers and end up accidentally setting your hair ablaze.
Well, there you
For the
go.
rest of the week, the alchemists make jokes at your expense. You lose 2
That-
charm.
That's
still a
poetic
pretty good
justice for the
trick.
dryad. That is
You know-
poetic justice for
Alright,
the
Durp.
dryad.
Hair on fire
I'm gonna go
sounds kind
pickpocket.
Spend the week performing petty theft. Gain 1 wealth to finesse. One night, you hear a woman whisper at you from nearby.
No.
Hey you, she calls out, looking to make a bit of coin. Yes or no?
I'm gonna say no, but I don't know if it'll matter.
You're screwed.
Despite your intention to say no, you find yourself giving into her will completely. She signals for you to go into the alleyway with her. Come closer, she says. Nobody else can hear what I'm about to tell you. Leaning close, eager to learn how you'll be earning this coin. She presses herself right up against you, moving her lips slowly towards your ear. Suddenly, she bites your neck viciously. Blood pours from the wound, and she clings to you tightly, lapping it all
Oh
up.
no.
You black out. When you come to, you see her standing over you. Thanks, she says, tossing you a couple of coins. You gain 1 wealth. She then melts into the shadows. When you feel your neck, you notice your wound is healed completely. Your body feels ice cold. You gain 3
I am
charm.
now Louis.
You lose 3 physique.
No, no.
Oh
Don't
no.
be emo.
Well,
Week
at least
5.
pop collar always
My
turns into
vampire life
something.
sucks.
Week 5.
You do
midnight.
have pop collar.
of.
Let
Too
me
bad
see my
there's no
stats.
theater that you can ruin.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I guess take me to the arena. Might as well.
Compete or bet.
Compete.
In
Punch
the week,
dudes.
fighting brutes in the arena. Gain 2 physique, 1 finesse. During a match, another warrior's weapon is knocked from their grasp. You barely manage to avoid it. With a sickening crunch, it destroys the knee of a nearby bystander. He accuses you of causing him harm by not stopping the flying weapon. He takes you to court. Do you offer to settle or do you defend yourself?
Defend? You know, defend yourself better mean you just punch him.
I only have 7 charm, but I only have defend myself.
Or a
Screw
charm
it.
tap check.
You object. Holding you responsible for a stray weapon is absurd. The judge agrees and dismisses the case. You
Yay!
rewarded 2 wealth from the plaintiff for frivolous accusations. Alright, Adis.
Fight crime.
Spend the week outsmarting and beating up criminals. Gain 1 mind, 1 physique, 1 finesse. One night, a small child approaches you with his hands cupped and outstretched towards you. Doesn't say anything, but just looks up at you with wide eyes, waiting expectantly. Do you give him some coin, or do you ignore him?
Ignore him.
He walks away, clenching
You're
at
a
his
terrible
stomach.
superhero.
The next night, you notice him and he looks very weak.
I still want an option to just smack the kid.
Hey, these are the slums, man.
Derp,
he
that's
could have been
you!
Grasslamb.
You're the
league
baby
with a
on the
villain.
street!
We're going to go to the tavern and we're going to bartend.
Spend the week serving drinks at the tavern. Earn 1 wealth and tips and gain 2 charm. One day, a fortune teller sets up one of the tavern's tables. She offers to read anybody's fortune for a small sum. Yes or no.
No. You're not going to make
The
money.
rest of the day, you watch the fortune teller from afar as she showers each of her customers with promises of wealth and love. You feel like skipping out was a good choice.
Yay.
Come on and join us, Dvac. Probably doing at least 1 more round. Gonna need people. Alright, Durp.
Okay, what area do I hate the most?
The tavern is safe.
I
Fuck
know!
those
I blame
fucking
you for
wizards.
that, D-Mac!
Get rid of
Nuke the forest. Dirt,
I'm
dirt,
not
nuke.
fucking D-Mac.
Go nuke the forest. Eat all the forest.
Sure, I'll prevent everyone from being a werewolf.
Alright, so it
Yeah,
doesn't
true.
matter. I guess I'll just do chop wood for you.
Yeah.
Spend the week cutting down trees for the village, 2 physique, 1 wealth. Over the course of the week, you notice your skin become paler and your teeth sharper. You notice that whenever you talk, everyone nearby hangs on your every word. You gain 3 charm. You also feel more frail and gaunt than you used to. You lose 3 physique. One day, you spot a hunting party out in the wilderness. You see one of the hunters drop his hat. As he bends down to pick it up, his neck is fully exposed. You can even see a vein or two. Delicious. Before you know it, you're coated in blood with a mangled form in front of you. There
But
are
I'm
several
Louie,
people
I would never
around,
kill
and
anyone.
they're all filled with delicious nectar. The next few hours are a blur. You wake up the next day in bed sheets soaked with blood that is not your own. You look in the mirror and notice your skin has regained its color and your teeth have dulled. The next day you find the exit to the town is closed. Something about there being a horrific accident in the forest. You do not
D-Vac, that
inquire
was your
further.
fault.
Evac.
All vampires are my fault, Durp.
Well,
Exactly.
I started vampires.
well, I'm sorry we won't be seeing that Grasslamb that event. I guess we'll have to wait until next round.
Yeah.
Oh.
Midnight, your turn.
Or the dagger.
I'll go back to the forest. Or no,
Okay.
wait, no, not the forest. I mean the arena. I'm in the arena.
Yeah, looks like you got the stats for it. Compete,
I mean, I'm not gonna get it in time to do anything
Yeah.
with it, but I might as well.
compete or bet.
I compete.
Spend the week fighting brutes, 2 physique, 1 finesse. One day, while wandering the halls, one of the arena's fighters approaches you. "Excuse me, miss, I need a sparring
No.
partner," he says. "Are you down for a fight or two? Do you accept his challenge or refer him to the burly guy next to you?"
Let's see. I don't have the physique for this. Referring to the burly guy next to me.
Oh, come
Thanks,
on.
he says. Later on, you see the two of them taking turns punching each other in the face. Preferring not to be punched in the face, you feel you made a good decision. You gain 1 mind.
Yup.
Alright, it is last week.
Oh, God. Go to the gardens.
Landscape or meditate.
Landscape.
Spend the week maintaining the plants in the royal garden. Gain 1 finesse, 1 physique, 1 wealth. One day you spot a man drinking water from out of a pond. Suddenly he screams. You look over to find him covered in leeches.
Oh god.
What do
Fucking
you do?
leeches!
Apparently some saving and magic is a little bugged.
Well, I get out of there, because I don't have any magic.
Make a break for it and get to safety. You go by the well later in the night, only to find a pile of bones.
Oh.
Sorry, dude. I don't have any magic.
Wow.
Grasslamb.
Mystery work at the palace.
I'm the worst crime fighter.
Spend the week doing paperwork for the palace. Paid 2 wealth, 1 mind. One day the court jester approaches you. Would you like to learn to juggle, he asks. Teach you everything I know for a small sum. Sure for 1 wealth or no thanks.
Nope, he's not taking my money.
Walks away disappointed.
You have
Durp.
so much money!
Fuck you, it's my money.
Money gets you stats,
Durp,
man.
your turn.
Let's go to the hospital and tend.
Spend the week
no.
diagnosing and tending to the sick. Gain 2 mind, 1 wealth. One day, while in the maternity ward, you notice a woman about to give birth. The baby she birthed is no ordinary baby, however. His skin is pitch black and shiny, his eyes glow like an orange flame. It wrestles
Demon
itself
Durp.
from the doctor's hands and tries to fly away. "Stop that demon," yells the doctor. "Do you use your strength or do you use your magic?"
It's Demon Durp, run away!
So it's normal me?
Vampires versus demons. This is just like an anime.
I can't do either! Just choose one, it doesn't matter.
Hey, just pick one.
Charm that baby.
Your
It's
magic is
I
higher.
guess.
Wave your hand, you put up a magical barrier blocking the exit. Baby breaks right through it and flies off into the night sky.
Yep.
That
Alright.
baby is no joke.
Construction
Did we ever
time.
have? Did we ever have anyone fight that baby?
Yeah.
I think we
Yeah.
may have had one person. I don't remember. I think they got their ass kicked by it.
No, I fought it, and what happens is you restrain it, and then the doctor just stabs
Oh,
it.
No,
baby
in the
itself.
arena.
Yeah,
in the arena.
I think we had one person fight it and
Oh.
got their ass kicked because it grows into basically Beelzebub or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Cowbox
um,
ran like a pansy.
Alright, I'll put
Okay.
up the stats.
What's? Yeah. I have finesse in mind. I'll just. I haven't done it, but once this whole time. That was the leeches. I'll do doctor. Why not?
Take it upon yourself to help the sick. You're able to keep most patients in stable condition. Some are even able to get back up into work in no time. This helps the survival effort quite a bit.
I didn't do great, but I didn't have any
Yes.
great stats.
The builder.
Take it upon yourself to help rebuild the town. Build homes, breakneck speed, impressing the rest of survivors. This helps significantly. Grasslamb.
I'm gonna go smelting.
Volunteer to smelt your now useless coins into building material. Former riches provide a wealth of metal for survivors to build with. This helps the survival effort immensely. You lose a lot of money in the process, though. You lose 3 wealth. You lose another 3 wealth. And you still have 5 wealth. Alright, Durp.
Yay.
Looter.
Derp!
Break into abandoned buildings and hoard together everything for yourself. You gain 3 wealth. Gain another 3 wealth. This hurts the survival effort.
I'm still richer than you.
Shut up!
You're still less
And
effective
middle
at
ground,
being
then.
horrible than Ragni.
Didn't fail, didn't succeed.
Derp, I'm shooting you in the face next.
Derp, I'm going to punch you in the dick. Right in the dick.
Through the internet?
Yes.
Alright, midnight. While the town is being rebuilt, you decide to become a full-time arena warrior. Slowly rise to the ranks, knocking out scores of fighters.
I did it twice.
Before long, you become the arena champion. Travel across the world, fighting the very best of the best. Tales are sung far and wide of your mighty feats of speed.
Oh, speed. Yeah,
Yep.
that makes sense. I was
Not
about to say I
strength,
wasn't
yeah.
that strong.
While the town is being rebuilt... Oh, wait, this is Adis. The town is being rebuilt, you decide to celebrate. Organize a huge festival in honor of the bravery that helped so many lives.
Oh no.
First one is so successful, you decide to make it an annual tradition. Every year, the festival gets bigger and more elaborate, and every year it costs more and more money to put on. You have to start charging admission, and no one else is happy about it. The annual festival slowly fades out of relevance, and before long is cancelled completely. You don't really know what to do with your life after all that.
Well
Wah,
then.
wah.
Grasslamb.
Fits the
Yeah.
party theme of just being kind of useless in the end.
The town is being rebuilt. You start a magical waste cleaning initiative.
What? I've never seen this
When
one.
boats accidentally leak toxic potions into the water, your crew arrives to clean off birds, fish, and other animals. You're
Pigeons!
named Times Magazine's Person of the Year for 6 years in a row, which feels pretty good.
Wait, what?
Time! T-H-Y-M-E!
Also, all this exposure to magical
Uh-oh.
waste gives you superpowers.
Magical waste.
You are Toxie!
What?
Not Batman,
So you-
but that continues a tradition for Lady in Red. She is now super lady.
You're a Spider-Man now.
You're the Toxic Avenger.
No, you're Daredevil. That's it.
Derp. You escape the town with giant bags of coins, jewels, and other valuable trinkets. You move to a new city, living a life of luxury and elegance. Unfortunately, the new city you move to has their own horrible evil, the Yawhg.
Ha!
The egg
Worth it!
sweeps through the city, tearing apart everything you know. This time, when you go rummaging through the debris for valuables, you encounter a group of people doing the same. You get into a knife fight with one of them, which results in you bleeding out in a pile of rubble.
Worth it!
Alone and unloved.
At least I didn't get the worst.
At least I'm fucking Captain Planet.
You haven't seen the worst until you've seen the bad ending where you're a doctor. God.
Alright.
That's pretty amazing.
Another round, we got DVAC. Anyone else from the first group, if they'd like to go again?
I wanna go.
Okay. DVAC,
So
Link.
what things have you guys done so far? I just got back from work.
Well, I tried to get the dagger event so we can do things with it, but I failed. And we failed to get another unique thing.
Ragni
good at
blew up a
failing.
lot of stuff, as usual.
Yeah, Ragni finally managed to get the Sora event during the thing, so he just basically torched the slums.
Yeah,
Just
that's
see
the only.
blood.
That's the only new thing we did. The SOAR event.
Oh, and the Burning Dryad.
Oh God, there has to be a way to save that poor dryad.
Actually, I think there's not. I think
I think there is. Depends
Let me
on your
check.
And I think it also depends if you danced with her properly, maybe? I'm not sure. But, okay, we got Link, we got
killed.
DVAC. Goggalor or Yellow, would you like to go again?
Do you want to go yellow?
Maybe he's not there.
I guess I'll go again then.
Alright, I guess Ragni, would you like to go again?
Oh, are you sure you want me to go?
I would like to go again if it would prevent Ragni from going again.
It's up to you guys. Since you were in
okay,
the first,
fine, I'll go.
No,
Yeah.
Since
I
you're in
wanna
the
try to
first
get
group, I'm
something-
just offering.
If you insist.
I want to see something useful done, not everything blown up.
We can always do one more after too if people really want to.
Don't worry.